Thank you for tuning into It's a Lifestyle. I'm your host, Rachel. Today we're going to talk about how to remove collections off your report legally and how to get up to an 850 credit score. The first thing you need to do is start a Credit Karma account. You're going to need your email address and your social security number. Your social security number is linked to the credit bureaus, which are TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian, and I'm going to put the addresses below. Once you get your credit report, look at it for any derogatory marks that might be on there. If you see any collections, the first thing you need to do is write a letter. There's 4 ways you can write a letter. You can write it yourself, you can get help from a HUD counselor, you can obtain a lawyer, or get a credit repair company do it for you. The lawyer and the credit report company will do it, but it is going to cost some money. So the best thing you need to do is either get a HUD counselor or do it yourself. I'm going to have a letter in the video to show you how easy it is to do it. Once you're looking at your credit report, there are 2 types of inquiries that might be on your credit report. A soft inquiry is where you ask to obtain credit from a company, and that does not affect your credit score. But we also have hard inquiries, and that's where companies are looking to see if you are credit worthy. And every time you get a hit from a company, it brings your credit score down. So I'm going to give you a little story about what happened with me. I had obtained a Capital One credit card, and I did get it, and it was in good standing. But for some reason, Capital One put 24 hard inquiries on my credit report, and that brought my score down. So I had to write a letter to the 3 bureaus letting them know, 1, I couldn't understand how they would allow a company to put hard inquiries on my credit report 24 different times from the same company. The second thing I did is I did a dispute with ftc.consumer.org to let them know what went on. And you can do that too. This is just getting some outside help, free outside help, in case the credit bureaus do not take what is on your credit report, which should not be on there. They will give you a tracking number for you to keep track of. You can also write a letter to the Attorney General. You can call 211 or 211.org, and these are all free help to help you fix your credit score. So after removing the hard inquiries, there's 2 things also that I had on my credit report, and I'm going to show you some proof. The first thing was a hospital bill for $1,900 something. That should not have been on my credit report in the first place. I wrote a letter to the hospital, but they did not remove it in time. Now I'm trying to obtain credit for a 6 acre of land and to make a custom built home. So this is why I'm actually working on my credit report. So since they did not remove it in a timely fashion, I had to write the letter. Now in my letter, I'm going to explain to you what I have. You are going to send a certified letter, but it does not have to be certified. I sent mine non-certified, but this is proof that you would need in case you had to go to court to explain, did you send a letter disputing the error? So once you have that, make sure you date your letter, you have your signatures on there, and you have your social security number. With Experian or Equifax, you have to have a copy of your driver's license. Now in my letter, what specifically you need to have is you need to write that you do not have a contract with the collection agency. In terms of my hospital bill, I signed a contract with the hospital, and they sold my contract to a collection agency on pennies on the dollar. So my bill was $1,900 something. Let's say they only sold it for $300. So now the collection agency wants me to pay the $1,900 to them, and they also receive $300 for the bill. Because of U.S. contract law, whether I owe the bill or not, it says that I should only pay the original company, which was the hospital, and I do not have to pay the collection. So in your letter, make sure you say, I do not have a contract with, let's say, ABC Collection Agency. And by law, you must remove this inaccurate information from my credit report. So I'm going to show you the letter, and now I'm going to show you where after I sent the letter, in less than 2 weeks, all 3 credit bureaus took the hospital bill off my credit report. And I'm going to link that in the video. I had another collections with Fingerhut where I was trying to raise my credit score, and it did that significantly by almost 200 points. But I had a TENS machine for my neck and my back, and the machine was too powerful, so I sent it back. The machine was $60, but Fingerhut charged me $75 for it, returning the product. Now, in the United States, it states that if I spend my money, I must have a good or service. Since I sent it back, Fingerhut still wanted to charge me $75 for a machine I did not have. So I told Fingerhut to send it back to me. They did not want to do that. So I told them that by law, I'm not paying for something I do not have. So they put me in collections as well. I'm going to show you this same letter. The only thing I changed was the fact that it went from whatever, the first collection agency, to this one, still saying I do not have a contract with this collection agency. And the 3 bureaus took that off. And I'm going to show you that in this video as well, that I no longer have that on my credit report. Stop. How does this work? The reason why I was able to remove both collections off my report in less than 2 weeks is because, one, the law. U.S. contract law states that I am only obligated to pay my original bill. So if a company sells your bill on pennies of the dollar to another agency, you're not by law legally able to pay that because it's not your contract. You signed for the original company, not the collection agency. Another reason why this works is because of statute of limitations. Companies have 5 to 7 years to get the money from you, and if they don't, it legally falls off your credit report. Verified debt. One, companies have to verify you are who you say you are. So when collection agencies call you and say, I'm looking for Rachel, and if they can't find me or call me, I legally do not have to pay the debt as well. That's why they have recorded messages to see if you are who you say you are. And then the last thing of verified debt, I must say that I own that debt. And if I don't say I own that debt, then they legally can't come after me at all. So in this case, this is when the law is really on, instead of the big business side, on the little people side. See y'all next Thursday.